Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. This video has been highly requested, so I'm going to talk about my day job, how I started to get into architecture, my little journey, where I am, where I'm hoping to go with it. So I'll do my best to share as much information and try and make it not as boring as possible. So basically where it all began, I have always been that creative soul, always drawn, always coloured, always been paper, you know that thing you used to attach to the back of your mum and dad's car. It was like a fold down table and you used to draw all over it. That was me. Used to get terrible car sickness drawing it all the time, but that didn't stop me. Loved it. All through school, so the only actual GCSE that I was confident in getting was my art GCSE. Everything else was pretty much write off. My dad, like I said before in one of my other videos, my dad is a builder and my mum designed this house. Although she's not actually an architect, she's designed and drawn pretty much all of our houses that we've built ourselves. She's always got architects to do the actual technical side, but she's a lot like me. She likes to design and live in beautiful houses. So my dad's a self-employed builder, and they've always done property developing for as long as I can remember. So they're very familiar with, you know, construction. Funny story. I mean, I think there was one year where we moved like 20 times in a year. We've never been that family that buy one house and live in it. When I was born all the way till now, we've moved around. We like doing houses up, flipping them, moving on, making money from them, you know, that sort of thing. Yeah, so moving house 20 times, no joke. Living out of boxes, living in building sites. It's fun, it's character building, right? I've actually had a pretty intense education. There was actually a point only about 2 years ago that was the first time I'd had a break from any sort of education. I went, obviously you go to nursery, primary school, then straight to secondary school, and then I did 2 years at college, 3 years at Bournemouth Uni, and then did a year and a half to 2 years-ish at Brighton doing my masters. So I hadn't actually had a break, which was intense, let me tell you. Oh, I actually was one of them people that hated every single bit of school, college, uni. If anyone ever asked me what I generally thought about uni and if I would recommend it, I would always say no. I will be that person that turns you away from going to uni. It just wasn't for me. I got through it. I ended up with a 2-1, I think. So I did okay. But yeah, uni life, student life, it's not for me. Hated every second of it. Once I'd finished doing so I studied my BA, my Bachelor's of Arts in Architecture at Brighton Uni, no, at Bournemouth Uni, and then went straight on to do my Masters in Architecture at Brighton Uni. I actually enrolled part-time in London first, South Bank. That was fun, travelling to and from. And then after like 6 months, I want to say, I actually transferred to Brighton part-time because Brighton didn't actually do my course. They didn't do the part-time course when I first enrolled, so the closest one to me was London. It's not fun. I wouldn't advise it. Not a bit of me. Didn't like that sort of stuff. So yeah, then I went to Brighton. That was much easier because I could drive. And it actually was a much nicer university. Bearing in mind, whilst I was doing all of this masters, learning head-blowing stuff, I was actually working full-time. I was working full-time in an architect's practice. It's safe to say it was stressful. Like, it was constantly tingling. So that was hard. And once I'd completed the first year part-time now at Brighton, I actually transferred to full-time because the hours between part-time and full-time were like barely any different, and it was twice as long to do the part-time course. So I thought, oh, this is gonna be a right idea, let's go to full-time, like how much more can it be? That was wrong. It was a wrong decision. I made a wrong decision. Working full-time and doing a full-time Masters of Architecture. No. No. Not good. So I did get to a point, mental health was at, you know, deteriorating fast. So I got to the point where I was like, perhaps I'll have a breather. Maybe I'll just take a year. And that was fine. So I took the year off. It was deferring for a year. And then our good friend COVID joined the party. Yeah, so that rocked up. So I wasn't obviously in a rush to go back as of the September. So I deferred for another year. So I was like, no, I don't have enough self-discipline to sit and self-learn from my computer. I'm just not that type of person. It just wouldn't work. And another thing, if I'd have gone back to uni, I'd have still had to have paid full tuition fee to sit in my bed learning from my laptop. I can't, it doesn't sit right with me. So yeah, I haven't decided to go back yet. So it's now, what I thought was my 1 year deferral is now turned into a 2 year deferral. So, I mean, I'm not in a real rush to get it done. I've probably got 1-2 years max left from fully qualified architect. And that is the end goal, essentially. Bearing in mind, I'm only 25, so I don't think I need to rush anything, and I'm having quite a lot of fun what I'm doing. So it just will, you know when you manifest something, I'm at that stage where manifestation is a thing. I can see it, it's in my future, somewhere over there. So I will get there, maybe when I'm like, I don't know, 27, you know, 27 fully qualified, that's fine. I can go back, 2 years, I've got this. So yeah, I'll probably go back as soon as COVID decides to go out the door. So that's that. So it's obviously, COVID has ruined a few things, but one good thing that has actually happened, and that I've been quite constructive with, I actually went self-employed, more on like a freelance basis, freelance architectural designer, I have to call myself because I'm not a qualified architect. So I actually was working under Hawkins Designs. That was my little business name. I don't know if anyone's maybe seen it on Instagram or seen my signs or whatever. And that was going really well, and I had some really nice projects ticking me over. And then COVID, yeah, that happened. So that sort of stunted my work quite significantly. There was a period where it pretty much dried up overnight, so that was quite scary. And it wasn't looking like it was going to come back anytime soon. So I actually made the decision to go and get a night job in Tesco's. I know lots of people thought it was a massive like demotion in my life, but I had worked really hard to get a lot of money saved up to buy a house, me and my partner, Dale. And if I hadn't have got Tesco's and hadn't got that income, I would have just dove into my savings and ruined our little house plan. So it was much better and much wiser to have swallowed a little bit of my ego and gone and got my Tesco's night job, working 9:30 at night through till 6 in the morning. And then some days when I did actually have architectural work on, I just worked all the way through. So it was pretty brutal. And I worked there March 2020 through till October 2020. So I did a solid 7 months, and it was tough. It was tough. I mean, fair play to people that do that all the time. Like, it was hard. Just didn't sit right with me, being that person that would rather sit at home with my ego, because I didn't want to go and work in Tesco's, and use all my savings money to live off instead of just going to get another job. Like, no, it wasn't happening. So that's what I did, and I'm fine with that. And to be fair, Tesco's, that was the best decision I ever made. Was a lifesaver. If anyone is sitting there in the same position I was, where lockdown has made you furloughed or redundant, or your work is dried up, whatever, just go and get a job in Tesco's or Sainsbury's or somewhere, anywhere that's taking you, anywhere that wants to pay you some money. Just do it, because trust me, it will be the best thing you can do. Don't sit there and swallow your like, oh, I can't work in Tesco's. Yeah, you can, and you'll be fine. Don't worry. So the whole reason why I left Tesco's in October, this is where I'm getting to, I'm rambling. Something really exciting happened. So Louis, my oldest brother, he's a chartered building surveyor. We're all in the construction business. We'll rule the world one day, us Hawkins. We actually had the idea to start our own practice. Obviously he's the surveying side and I was doing the architectural side. So we sort of rebranded GHD, and we are now Hawkins and Hawkins. So that's really exciting. Anyone that's got me on Instagram may have seen me share our page, and we're on Facebook. So if you haven't heard of us, you should definitely go on our website and check us out, www.hawkins-hawkins.co.uk. I am actually very proud because I made the website, so I mean, add that to my CV. Now marketing, website, architecture, Tesco's, like done it all. Yeah, he's like 28 maybe, don't know. He's definitely the business, money, mind part. I am the creative, fun, ditzy part, and that's okay. It's all about balance, so just leave me alone. He keeps me in check, right? Yeah, we're lucky we're one of them, we're brothers and sisters that like each other ish. I mean, does he like me? Who knows? We get on, we can work together, we can work alongside one another, you know, we don't take each other too seriously. He can tell me stuff, I can tell him stuff. We're just cohesive. Yeah, so make sure you check out our website. I also designed all of our identity. I designed our business cards. I've been doing, oh yeah, and another thing, another string to my bow. During the first lockdown, I definitely did lots of logo designs and things like that, which I'm pretty proud of. So yeah, jack of all trades, me. We have actually got some really exciting projects on at the minute. Our business, thankfully, has been booming. So anyone that has used Hawkins and Hawkins for building survey or architectural, we thank you. It's really greatly appreciated. If anyone is buying a house, I know people trying to get in there for the stamp duty and whatever. If you are buying a house, be sure to use us for a building survey. And if you're staying put, if you want an extension, I'm your girl. No, I'm just kidding. Be sure to check us out. We'll be here if you need us. We do regularly update our website and our Instagram page, and we try and keep all the followers up to date with what we're doing and where we are. So if anyone is following us on Instagram, that's really greatly appreciated. My other brother, two older brothers, that's it, that's the only family I've got. My other brother Connor, he is a project manager at construction again. So Connor and Louis and their girlfriends actually have bought a house that I've designed. It was an existing bungalow. I'll put the before picture here of what it looked like before. It's a really cool project. They've done really well. It's amazing to see it grow. I'll also put where we are now, the most updated photo. It was a bit of a lump now, I have to say. But they're doing really well. If anyone's interested in that, it's definitely on our website, it's definitely on Instagram. If anyone would want, you know, I don't know, if anyone would be interested in a video of walking around the house or something like that, happily do it. It's a really nice project, really pleased with it. Yeah, I'm rambling a bit, aren't I? So I'm about, like I said, I'm about 2 years away from being a chartered architect. Like I said, that is my end goal, to get that RIBA signed, so Royal Institute of British Architects. That's who I'd like to be registered with. I'm a bit of a mixed bag really, because I absolutely love my career, my job. I'm that girl that gets up Monday and loves what she does. But I just got to the point where I was like, I feel like I've got some more to give. I didn't know if it was in architecture, and I'd said since the beginning of the year that I really wanted to start vlogging, and felt like I had more to me than just that, like, architecture. I don't really fit the box of architecture. I don't know why I'm doing this. You know, I have a passion for fashion, I have a passion for hair, makeup, all that sort of stuff. I'm an adventurer, I do kayaking. Like, I feel like there's quite a lot to me. There's quite a lot I don't even know yet about myself, and I'm one of them people until I put myself in a weird comfort zone. No, when I put myself outside my weird comfort zone, I learn a lot about myself and I like it. So yeah, that's why I'm sort of doing these vlogs, these videos, to number one, show the people what they want, and number two, to prove to myself that I've actually got a lot more to give, you know? Well, I don't know about you, but I am bored stiff of listening to my own voice. But I hope you liked what I've discussed. I hope it made sense. I hope it even interested you. Who knows? If anyone's out there doing an architectural course, stay strong. I know how annoying and boring they can be, and don't worry, when you get actually out into the big wide world doing architecture, it's nothing like what you learn. Absolutely nothing. So as soon as you get out of architecture school, forget everything you've learned. It's just like that. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a like. If you want to see more, comment what you want to see. Please hit the subscribe button so you can keep up with me and what I do next week. Defo be sure to check out my Instagram, my business Instagram. If you've got any projects in mind or you want to talk business, you know, message us on Facebook, get in contact. We've got email addresses all over our website and our Instagram page. We'll be happy to discuss it further with you. Thank you again for watching, and I'll be back next Thursday.